Any question on the videos? Okay. The whole video thing, how do you say it? Do you like it? Is it okay? Do you think that there's something we can do to improve it? We have 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes for that. Any question? Any contribution?
Yeah, I like it. I prefer it to the normal class.
Okay.
Well, I think it's okay, but then just that it came quite late. And you know, combining watching the videos, learning, and then working is quite.
Okay.
I'll suggest it comes earlier in the week so that we can.
That's what we are working on. But the challenge is that, you know, usually I teach 3 subjects. So the other 2 will come early, then 1 will delay. It takes about 8 hours to load 1 video.
I know, right? I know.
And we are loading about 18 for 18 subjects. So that's the challenge that we are. But I think they are trying to find ways and means to reduce the time. So hopefully, from this after 2 weeks, things should be okay. Things should be okay. So
yeah, because we have less than about
within 10 weeks. No, within 10 weeks we will finish. So very soon you will see that.
It's about we learning to write. You can finish, but if you don't get the time to learn?
And that's why we have to finish within the 10 weeks so that you can have the time to learn.
How many weeks after the 10 weeks to sit? It will be
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
You see? So that is what, so that at least we can combine and then have the basic.
Oh yeah,
so
surely you have the video. You have the video.
Thank you very much.
You are welcome. Okay, but any other thing about the video? Technical things like the video that you watch, you have a question, this. Anything that you don't understand?
Hello, Mr. Robert.
Yes.
Yes, this is Patrick Entry.
Okay, senior.
Yeah. Okay. My only concern about the video is that you see we have limited time to the examination actually. So yes, I propose that along the section that you'll be having the video, if we can be pointing some of the major things that are probable to be examined for our sitting, we will be very much grateful along the video so that you will be focusing on those areas as well.
So you want areas?
Yes. As you can see, our days are numbered actually.
Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. By the end of week 3, I'll send you a document. And the document, okay, I'm going to highlight some questions for you to theory questions only. You have to go through all of them before the exam. And then areas that whether you like it or yes, there will be questions. So I'll send it to you as a document.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you.
Any other, please? We have 2 minutes. Any other concern?
Yes, the video doesn't play on my laptop. It only plays on my phone.
Okay. So on your laptop, which browser are you using?
The Google
Chrome.
The Chrome, yes.
Okay. So if the video is not playing on your laptop, perhaps on your laptop, I don't know how you access it. If you access it wrongly, it will not open. And those who use the company's data, most of the companies have restricted those things, so you can't use that data to play the videos.
Okay, but it's my own personal data.
So like I've said, after class I'll be sending the IT officer's number there. So if you have such issues, you call him and then he will resolve it for you.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Any other issue, please? Okay.
Oh,
So,
sir.
yes, sir.
Sir, please, can we have access after the Zoom lecture?
Yeah, the Zoom lecture, as you speak now, I'm recording it.
So we
So,
can have access to it.
yes, you are going to have
Thank you
access.
so much.
Okay.
Bye.
Any other? Any other, please? Okay. In week 1, what we did was to look at the accounting basis, and then we also look at introduction to public sector accounting. In week 2, I gave you, I think we did budgeting. There was an aspect of value for money, and then public accountability. Yeah, I think we did something like that. Then there was some other 2 topics. So 4, week 1, and then week 2, making 6. The purpose of the Zoom class. The Zoom session is to take your questions on the video. If you have any question on the video, I will resolve that for you. Then we solve typical exam questions, whether theory or calculations. So today, what I'll be doing is that next 2 weeks you have a quiz. Next 2 weeks you have a quiz. So prepare for it. So today I would want to do something that, in fact, we can use for the quiz. Next 2 weeks you have a quiz. And the quiz, when we meet like this, as you are seeing my screen, I'll project the quiz. Everybody will turn on his or her video, and I'll see what you are doing. But the quiz is such a way that you cannot copy. You can't copy. You can't even copy if I give you the chance to copy. So just after, don't worry, I'll have a way of taking my answers. So don't worry at all. All right. I believe that once you participate in the class, no complacency. And now practice it. I believe that you go there and you pass. I strongly believe that you pass. Okay. Now let's see. The week 1 and 2, I'm supposed to take you through some theoretical questions, and then on especially the accounting basis, and then we solve some questions on accounting basis. It formed the basis for most of the computation that we do in public sector. That is the computations that have something to do with financial statements. So today I want us to quickly clear that of week 2. Then depending on where we will get to, I'll see if I can schedule one evening meeting before we meet the next 2 weeks. If you can schedule one evening meeting, then I'll take you through the week 1 and 2 that you have lost because of the 1 hour. We'll just go through questions. I have to take my time for you to understand it. So these 2 hours I think can be enough for the week 2. So let me use it so that we schedule only one evening meeting for the week 1 and 2, the computations day. I hope that is agreed by you. Hello, I hope you are fine. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I sent some questions on your WhatsApp page. There are some names I have to look for them. Mercy Asabia, are you here? Mercy. Mercy is not here. After class, I will change some people. Okay, so let's continue. So the questions, the week 1 and week 2 questions, I've sent all of them on your WhatsApp page. So I presume you have either printed them or you have access on your phone or your gadget. I hope that is correct. So these are the questions for week 2. That is, the question is centered on budgeting. So you should know how to prepare cash budget, and then you should also know how to prepare a statement of budget and actuals. You should be able to compare the two to get variances and be able to write a report on the variances. You should be able to write a report on it. So I want us to quickly go through that. Then we'll take our time and look at the accounting basis, since that one will require more time. I don't want to start now and I won't get anywhere. I hope you are there. Okay, so let's start with the budget and then the actual statement. Okay. Those of you who don't know me, I'm Robert Amponsa Godo. I'm the one taking you.
Sir Robert.
Yes.
Sir Robert.
Yes.
Please, I'm not seeing the video. My screen where I can see is black.
You are not seeing the video as in the website?
The Zoom.
The Zoom.
No, I'm not seeing you. I can't see you. I can't see anybody. I can hear the voice. All right.
So you can't see myself?
Yes, please.
But can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the screen is black.
The screen is black.
Yes, please.
Please, are you all seeing the screen to be black?
Oh, it needs to be white.
It's white. It's white.
Or your screen needs to come.
Now white.
It's now white. My picture should be one of the pictures that you are seeing. My video should be one of the video that you are seeing. Search for One Type Professional School.
Yes.
As one of the links, you will see me. Are you there now? But if you can hear, you can see what I'm writing and my voice, that's enough. Or
I can't see what you're writing. I don't know why it's like it was coming a bit nice off. Maybe it's with my machine. You go on.
But we can see you, bro.
They are saying they can
we
see.
We can see you.
All right, you go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Now we are looking at budget. I know you've already watched the video on budgeting. That's what I'm going to talk about. We'll ask you to prepare statement of budget and actuals, and to also add variances, or what you call outturn. So we are looking at budget, actuals, variances, or what you call outturn. And then we have percent outturn. So how do you deal with this? How do you deal with this? Okay. Now, the trick in the question, if you don't get it, you can get 0/10. The trick, if you don't get it, you can get 0/10. Let me explain these terms, these last two terms, then we come to the trick. Now, when we talk of variance here or outturn, it's all about the budget minus actual. So if the budget is 80 and the actual is, let's say, and the actual is 70, then variance or outturn is going to be 80 over what? 70, sorry, 80 minus what? 70, that will give us how much? 10. Please, do you get it? Hello?
Yes, we
Yes.
Yes, sir.
As for variances, I think you know, but I'm telling you that in public sector, what you know to be variances is also called outturn. Outturn. out 10.
Mm. Please, I
You
have
know,
a Zoom link.
when it comes to elections, I hope you'll be hearing the vote turnout. Hello.
Yes.
I hope you'll be
Hi.
hearing vote turnout.
Yes.
So when you talk of turnout, we are referring to the actual as compared to the budget. That is actual over budget. Oh, we're expecting 50 million to vote, but let's say 12 million turn out to vote. It means that they will be turn out the vote turnout to be 12 million overall, 50 million times 100%. I hope you get it. But once you change this to be out 10, once it is out 10, it means you are referring to those who didn't vote. Vote out 10 means you are referring to those who didn't show up to vote. So when you talk of out 10 in public sector here, we are referring to the difference between the budget and what? The actual. Okay. Once that point is understood, let's now come to percent out 10. Percent out 10 is just expressing this one. Oh. It's just expressing the out 10. What is the variance? The out 10 as a percentage of the budget. Once you express the out 10 as a percentage of the budget, then we say that it is called percent out 10. So in this scenario, we can say that the percent out 10 is the out 10, over the budget times 100%. And you know that the out 10 is the budget minus actual, all over budget. So it's the budget minus the actual. So we mean from the formula here, all over us, budget. So this is how to calculate percent out 10. Then the out 10 itself is budget minus actual. Any question up to this point? Any question up to this point? I should go on.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Now I move on to the trick in exam. Now, your exam trick. Now, your exam trick. When you are looking for the difference between the budget and the actual, make sure you match the budget with the actual period. I mean the period for the actual figure. You have to match the budget to that. Note well, number one. Remember, to match the budget. Remember to match the budget to the period that the actual figures covers. The period that the actual figure. The period covered by.
Okay, we like it.
Oh no, I have to write it well now. By the actual figure. That's one thing you can't take from the Saito people. They can write well. We the Saito people, we can write very well. Okay, so remember to match the budget to the period covered by the actual figure. Now let's take for example where annual budget is given. Then if the actual is given monthly, if the actual is given for a month, for just 1 month, then the budget figure to use, you are supposed to divide the annual budget by 12. Do you agree? Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Because the actual that you are using is 1 month. Assuming you are using quarter. And quarter is what? 3 months, right?
3 months. Yes, sir.
If you are using quarter, then what do you do? It will be annual budget divided by what? 4.
4.
Or somebody will say annual budget times 3 over what? 12. Do you agree?
Yes.
So who can help me if the actual is for 6 months? Or what you call semi-annual.
Annual budget divided by 2.
Good. So the annual budget all over what? 2. Or someone will say annual budget times 6 over what? 12. Times 6 over 12. I hope you are there. So now let me ask you a question. What if the actual is for 7 months? What will be the budget to compare? To be what?
It will be 3. It will be 7 divided by 12.
Annual budget times 7 over 12. I hope you are there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, another trick. This is trick number 1. Note well 1. Note well 2. What is the difference between annual budget and revised budget? What is the difference between annual budget and revised budget? Hey, you people. We got document I'm sending on Kanyo. To me, besides say the difference between citizen budget and then annual budget at the assembly basis, yeah. We grant a citizen budget that. Hey, what is a citizen budget? Hey, budget for the citizens. What is a revised budget?
It's the actual budget for the period.
Actual budget for the period. What do you mean by actual budget for the period?
The current budget.
So what is the difference between the revised budget and the annual budget?
Well, the revised budget is the annual budget that has been modified.
Ah, as a man, I work on. Say a revised budget. Yes, I agree. The annual budget that has been modified. So the name revised na just I saw what the you found. Yes,
No.
Annual budget and revised budget. You'll be fine. Okay, so the annual budget is the original budget that is laid before Parliament, and there was a story so we have Parliament. Is that something? Is it okay? Is it Ghana most beautiful? Is it Parliament or Parliament? Achimota phone. Asamaba. Exactly. Side two. Okay. The budget that is submitted to Parliament for approval, the original budget that is submitted to Parliament for approval is our annual budget. Whenever that budget is modified with what you call supplementary budget or supplementary estimates, you have what you call revised budget. So, annual budget. This is the budget, the original budget approved by Parliament. Original budget approved by Parliament. Then revised budget is the original budget. I'm recording on. Is the original budget plus or adjusted by the supplementary budget. Plus the supplementary budget. Original budget plus the supplementary budget. That's the revised budget. Now, the supplementary budget, I remember I covered it at length in your video, the supplementary budget. So the supplementary budget is an additional budget aside the original budget. It's an additional budget that is submitted to Parliament, which is still in relation to the previous year or which is still in relation to the current year budget, which was read during the previous year. Now, there are reasons for the supplementary budget, which I labeled that in the video. Those who watch the video, can you give me some of the reasons for supplementary budget? Quick one, 2 minutes. Yes. Yes. I am building some fundamentals.
When there's emergency in the country, like this coronavirus.
Emergency is not
emergency
enough. Fine. Emergency is not enough. You are supposed to write well, because we have the contingency fund. The contingency fund is for emergencies. So we are looking at where there are emergencies that cannot be catered for by the contingency fund. That is if the amount in the contingency fund is not enough. Now, the Public Financial Management Act, the PFM Act, had laid a process that you are supposed to follow to access money from the consolidated fund in times of emergency, where you cannot raise the money from the contingency fund. Now, the law says that immediately after that, in your next supplementary budget or supplementary estimate, that amount should be part of that supplementary estimate. So that is one of them. The next one is where there are unanticipated increase in what prices. Yes, we expect that prices will increase, but where it increases to the extent that it's more than what we anticipated, then the minister will come with a supplementary budget. And then where there is a new revenue, there's a new revenue that we didn't anticipate. So how that money will be what? Those I think we have gone through that. So all that I wanted to say is that you know what you mean by supplementary budget or supplementary estimates. Okay. Is there any question? Okay. So now, yes.
So when there's an insufficient fund?
Yes, that one too is part. No, I gave you points. I was only trying to ask for some of the points.
All right.
Okay. Okay, now you have annual budget, revised budget. Which one do you use? Which one supersedes the other? Tell me. Which one supersedes the other? The revised. So if you have annual and then revised, which one do you use? You use the revised. So in an exam, we can trick you by giving you annual and then the revised. So the note 12 is that where there is annual budget and revised budget, use the revised budget. These things even happen in the final account. Sometimes, you know, the final account, the actual should be there. Then in the notes, they'll give you the budget. Then in that budget, you see annual budget and revised budget. I don't like examiners who set questions like that. I would prefer giving you I would prefer giving you annual budget, then I give you supplementary budget. Now that you should know that I have to add the annual budget part, the supplementary to get the revised. Where I want to trick students, then I'll give you annual budget, supplementary budget, and revised budget. Now what to say? The idea with the once will be at them supplementary that I can revise. Now I casa. That is note 2. So these are the things that you are supposed to note. Hello. You are doing it for the first time. That is why I'm doing all this. The special class, I didn't do this because they have done it.
Okay.
Because they have done it before. Okay. Now. Okay, so I think we are set to pick our questions now, because we now know what is an out 10. We know what is percent out 10. We know how to calculate an out 10 and percent out 10. And then we know the budget to use. If you are being given annual budget or revised budget, which one to use, we know that. And then we know how to match our budget to the actual. So we are ready to pick questions now. Are you copying it all? Some people, they are copying here too. Like you can just take picture or something. Snapshot, those using phone. But if it's laptop, they are using phone. Which are simple. Instead of copying.
Okay.
Some people copying is good for them. You. A handle. I want to be like I said, please, me, please come back. So any question, please? I hope it is well explained.
Yes, sir.
So
Hello,
we can
sir.
pick. Yes.
Please, I wanted to find out if you are given in the question, they are given the original budget and the supplementary and the revised. Which one will we use?
We are supposed to use the revised.
Revised.
Okay.
Because you will see that in the question, if you add the supplementary and the original, you will get the revised.
Oh.
I get it.
Okay. Yes.
The trick, okay. Obi. So the one who make a mistake and add the supplementary to the revised. Oh, no way, you know. That's on Tiasi. Okay. Can we move on now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let me insert. Permission to insert something. I want to insert the question. So I'm inserting. Can I insert? Just permit me, let me insert.
Yes.
Hey, madam. Are you saying yes? Okay.
Robert, Zoom into why people are wrong.
Am I running? Please, am I moving fast? Please, am I moving fast?
No, please.
I think Obi can say something to me. And if I'm moving fast, just let me know so that I slow down.
Okay.
But I think somebody said I'm moving fast also. Oh. Okay. Yeah, is that Auntie Josephine? Well, Auntie Josephine, feel free and talk to me. What's the problem?
Nothing. That is the continuum.
I just wanted you to insert the questions.
How many Josephine do we have? Is there any other Josephine there?
Okay, that is another one. Okay, so I'll call you Josephine 1 and Josephine 2. Okay, Auntie Josephine said he just wanted me to insert. Thank you. And twice question 2.
I understood the person. Hey, you talk to my kind. Oh, student.
Question 2. I hope you can see the question.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the following information was extracted from the books of the Department of Parks and Gardens for the year 2018. So required, prepare statement comparing the actuals and the budget for 2018, including variances and percent out 10. B, what are the causes of the huge variance in telephone expense and water expense? So let's look at them. Now, you have annual budget and then actual. Hello.
Hi.
You have annual budget and then actual. Do we pick the annual figures like this, or we need to make an adjustment?
Do an adjustment.
So what do we do?
Prepare a statement.
What do we do to the budget?
So we divide it by 4.
Divided by 4.
Yes.
Obi 4 not 10 because or take quarter no. In exams, how would you make it first quarter? And that's a quarter. No one say, okay, quarter means 4. Quarter then say 4. I will make it January to March. So can January, February, March 3. They divided by 3. No it. Once you tell student 3 months, now I confused. Say I don't 3 months here quarter. We have 12 months, so 3 months is 3 over 12. So 3 over 12,
Yes.
na a quarter no. So that trick way and the exam condition, we mistake you. This is why the trick is when it comes to these variances. If you are not able to match the budget, the correct budget with the actual, everything that you've done is 0. Imagine if you are supposed to divide these figures by 4 and divide it by 3. What do you think will happen to your budget?
Wrong.
The budget will be wrong. Once the budget is wrong, the out 10 will be wrong. Once the out 10 is wrong, the percent out 10 will be wrong. It makes marking easy. Wrong, 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 wrong. Okay. So let's take a question like this. We're looking at statement of budget, actuals, and out 10. Okay. So we are going to have the item here. One logo. Then the budget will be here. One logo. Then the actual will be here. One logo. Then let me take my video too. The one who was saying that he wasn't able to see the screen. Is he okay now? This number who are joining, what is happening? For PSA, they are about 67. And those who have joined, you are 28.
Lots of people can't join.
It's difficult to join. The way you made it, it's very, very difficult.
On the platform,
lots of people can't join. Yeah. So on the WhatsApp page, most of them are commenting.
They are commenting. Okay, I'm coming. Let me talk to them. Just 1 minute. Let me short to them.
Yeah.
Hey, Rizzy babes. Hey.
Okay, I'm back. Hello? 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 Oh, I muted all of them. Hello, I'm back.
Yes, we are here.
Yes, we are there.
Oh,
We
wait,
are here.
sorry. And I'm going for no much me on baby me pal.
Oh yeah, then the do. To me, easy.
You see, most people have downloaded the app, and just like the Uber and the boat, when you download an app, what do? You are supposed to sign up on the app. And you see, what we are using, we have paid. We have paid for it. We have upgraded it because we have paid for it, And this is 40 minutes there now. It's the 40-minute one is just like a trial version. So please, I'm begging you, you have to tell your friends to sign up. The process that you went through is very simple, just like the Uber and the boat thing. You cannot download an app without registering on the app. So which name will you use?
I didn't any more. Any muffin the
Okay. Now pause that phone. I think I made a mistake. I should have paused the recording. I remember recording right. Okay. Okay. Now let's look at it. Statement of budget, actuals, and then out 10.
Is that a heading?
You have the item. We have the budget. So we have the annual budget. So we have the annual budget. The annual budget. You said we should divide by what? 4, right? Then we have the actual. Then we have the out 10. Then we have the percent out 10. There's something small that is left for me to teach, but it's nothing. So once we get there, I'll teach you. I'll talk about it, then we apply. Let's pick the items here. We have assets. We have assets. We have established posts. We have non-established posts. We have casual labor. We have cleaning costs. Then electricity. Then telephone. Consultancy service. Water expense. Then let me take this up small so that I can get my space. Hey. Two trouble, one God. Where you can see, or it's still too small.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You can see.
I see. Okay. Then the next is and that's all, eh? Printing and stationery.
Stationery.
Printing and stationery. Okay. Okay. So let's see, annual budget over 4. So 36,000 over 4.
9,000.
9,000. Established post 24,000 over 4.
6,000.
Non-established post 18,000 over 4. Please, so we are dividing this over 4. This one. Annual
4,500.
all over hot 4. This is what we are doing. 12,000.
500.
4,500. Casual labor.
1,500.
500. Cleaning cost.
1,050.
1,050. Electricity.
675.
650.
675.
675. Then telephone.
1,200.
1,200. Then the next one.
825.
825.
525.
525.
1,025.
1,025.
375.
Is what?
375.
375. Then the actual.
8,800.
Okay.
220. 4280. 50.
What?
1450. 1010. 690. 4,300.
4,300.
790.
790.
418.
418.
160. 343.
343. Then out 10. You know the out 10? The difference between the budget that you have divided by 4. The difference between these budgeted figures and the actual.
This one is 200.
200.
200.
Second one is minus 220.
Don't give me any minus or whatever. You just give me the figure.
Okay.
Third one is 220.
50.
50.
Yes.
Yeah. 40.
40.
15.
15.
3,100.
3,100.
35.
35.
35.
107.
107.
1135.
1135.
35. 32.
32.
32. Okay. Now,
hello, sir.
Yes.
The water expense, isn't it at the outer side? Won't it be negative 1135?
He said we should hold on with that.
With that one.
Pardon?
He said we should hold on with the negatives and positives.
You want the actual figures?
Yes, I just want the actual figures. So calculate the percent out 10. 200 over the budget in that order. I hope you are there. I hope you know how to calculate the percent out 10. Is the out 10 in figure over the budget times 100%.
The first one will get 2.22%.
2.22%.
Sir, please, you said it's the out 10 figure over 10 times 100.
The out 10 figure over budget.
Okay.
Is a 2.22%.
22%.
22%.
The next one.
3.67%.
3.67%. The next one.
4.89%.
4.89%.
89%.
3.33%.
3.33%.
3.81%.
3.81%.
2.22%.
2.22%.
258.
258.33.
0.33.
Come here.
Mm-hmm.
$4.24.
4.24.
That's nice.
20.38.
What?
20.38.
10.38.
20.
20. No,
20.38.
20.38.
20.38.
Yes.
Just a second.
$20.38.
Some of your people will beat me. But I'll see if I can meet them in one of the evenings. Those who couldn't join. Then I'll...
It's
not difficult. You see, the problem is that most of the people are using, it's not the paid one. And they don't schedule in. It's a trial version. How can you use a Uber app if you have not registered on it? That's the one you are using. More register. Okay. Now let's see. Give me the figures. Let's continue.
20.38%.
20.38.
110.73%.
110.73%.
8.58.
8 point what? 5 what?
3%.
3%.
3.
Okay. So now this is it. We want to know which of these is favorable and which of them is what? Unfavorable. How we are there? Favorable and unfavorable outing. So favorable and unfavorable. And unfavorable outing or variance. So favorable and unfavorable. So let's go. So when we talk of favorable, Then if it's revenue, if the actual is more than the budgeted, then it's favorable. So let's look at it. Let's start with revenue. If the budget is greater than the actual, then it is what? Adverse, or what you call unfavorable. If the budget is less than the actual, it means that you raise more revenue than budgeted. So the actual, we say it is what? Favorable. For expenditure, if the budget is greater than the actual, then it is what? Is it favorable or adverse? Favorable. If you want to ask you, or shall we push it now? There, Koso. Then, if the budget is less than the actual, we have what? We have what? The adverse.
Adverse.
Okay. Or unfavorable. So let's see what you have here. We do our 1 hour can't me. So we have to decide that the favorable will put it in bracket and the adverse will leave it positive. Or the adverse will put it in bracket. Usually the adverse is negative. So maybe the favorable, we can leave it with positive. Then the adverse, we make it negative. I hope we are there. Or you can just write F and A. I always prefer that. If the 200 is adverse, you put A there. A after the 200. If this is favorable, right? So write F like this. This adverse, right? So write A like this. Any of them is correct. How we are there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I know you people are more comfortable with the negative and the positive, right? So let's make adverse negative. That's all. So out 10. This favorable, so positive. Establish post. Establish post. Is it adverse or favorable?
Adverse.
Adverse. So in bracket. Non-established post.
That one is favorable.
It's favorable.
Actual labor.
Favorable.
Cleaning cost.
Favorable.
Electricity.
Adverse.
Telephone.
Adverse.
Adverse.
Consultancy service.
Favorable. Favorable.
Consumables.
Favorable.
Who is doing this to us? I'll take the person to waiting list. Okay, consumables.
Favorable.
Water expense.
Adverse.
Adverse.
Then printing and stationery.
Favorable.
Favorable. It's 11359.
Yes.
Rashid. Is it Rashid who is doing that? Or Nali?
Not me, yo. I'm not the one, sir.
Is it Nali?
No.
Nelly, are you sure your radio is not on? Or your no access or say or no? Nelly, you are the one, please. Your radio or something is on already.
My radio is not on.
Are you sure?
Yes, I've been on mute.
Oh. Okay, no problem. Now, those ones, are you sure we've taken care of all the adverse? So it means that this one too will be in bracket, right? Yeah. This one too will be in bracket. I hope you get it.
Yeah.
How do you get it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is that. Very simple. Now it's left with just the two tasks. Then we are done. Can I get the two tasks? Total budget, total actual here. The out 10, make sure you deduct the negatives. After the total, when you go home, you can even do it. Let's look at the others. Now, telephone has increased by 2.58%, which is more than double. The same applies to water. So now the question is, what are some of the causes of the increase in the telephone expense and then the water expense? Let's discuss it quickly. Causes of the huge variance. Causes of the huge variance in water and telephone expense. What do you think will be some of the causes? There could be wrong billing, right?
Increase in tariffs.
Okay, misuse, increase in tariffs. Just hold on, let me pick Mr. Teji. Mr. Teji. Okay. So increase in tariffs. Then what again? Then what again? There could be technical faults. Like in the case of water, it could be leakages. In the case of telephone, too, there could be other technical faults. There could be increase in prices. Increase in what? Price. I think we've mentioned increase in tariffs. I think that represents that. Is there any other thing? The wrong billing, you can talk of error. What again?
Expansion project.
Expansion project, no, it's already part of the budget. Rather, we can talk of unrealistic budget. How we are there.
Okay.
You can see that you can relate any of these to either water or the telephone. Okay. Please, I'm supposed to meet you next 2 weeks, okay? But because of the current issue that we had, I'm pleading with you, if it's in the interest of all of you, Sunday, can we meet?
Is it the same thing?
Like
what time? What time, please?
Like the same time. I'm sure that
the same time. For how long? The same 4 hours?
No, the same 3 hours.
Okay, right. Supposed to be 3 hours. Okay.
That will be okay.
So I'll schedule before that time. I'll schedule an evening meeting, 2 hours, 6 to 8, for those who couldn't join. I'd want to take that before we meet.
That's okay.
So that I end with you now.
That's okay.
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 I hope you have learned something small too.
So next week the same time.
Sir, please, we want the full screen so that we can snap.
Is that?
I want the full screen so that I can snap. I thought we are not done, so I haven't seen. No, the other side. The calculations we did is not part.
So you want this?
Hello, Uncle Robert, I have a question, please.
What's the question?
Yes, with the variances, whether it is favorable and then unfavorable, all are supposed to be expenditures, right? Because it's an expenditure budget.
They are all expenditures, and that's why I said we can give you an expenditure.
Okay. Okay. And
that's why thank you very much. The variance for the revenue as well.
Okay, because I'm a little confused because of the asset here.
No, when we talk of these things, we are referring to more of the receipt and payment. So the expenditure side, you see more of the payment, all the payment that has been made, including assets.
Okay, so the asset is a budget to purchase assets or what?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Okay, so I think we can end now. Thank you for coming. I hope you have learned something today, if not much.
Please, let me just find out. Let me just be clear. So next week Sunday, but the same time, 1:30 we are meeting, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Or you want it to be there?
That's fine.
No, 1:30 is fine.
Yeah, I don't want to make changes to the time. So
yes.
We are meeting on the next lecture or
yes.
All right, thank you.
So those I couldn't meet, I think I have to discuss it on the platform. Then I'll meet them to do this with them. I'll be getting it.
I hope we have this video before. I hope we will have this video before Sunday.
You not have it, please. I'm saying that Monday, please. I told you that the one we did last week will be uploaded. Then this one you get it in the subsequent week. You have it, but not on this coming Sunday.
Okay.
This coming Sunday is not part of our.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, please, I want to copy this thing, the courses.
Oh.
I beg you, because the courses. I beg you.
You see, I said it. I said it.
Allow them to come.
So we beg.
Then let me end the recording, right?
I'm not the only person.
Let me end the recording.
Hey,